And welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm going to continue from where I stopped. If you are just joining us for the first time, click on the part 1 so that you can follow up with the story. And the story is all about how I got to Philippines and how I met the person who brought me to Philippines. After the guy told me that the invitation was original, so I have to go to embassy in Abuja to submit my papers and start processing it. So you know the procedure, you have to pay money in the bank, you have to do this, you have to go there, you have to, going up and down. And then there's this guy I met at the embassy. I don't want to call his name, but most of you guys know his name. So during the period I was supposed to come to Philippines, those people that are coming on student visa, that was 2013, you are supposed to submit NDLEA clearance. So I don't know about drug clearance, but the guy at the embassy said he's gonna be of help. So I gave him money to get me an NDLEA clearance, and then on my way returning, I encountered the 419 people. I don't know how it happened. It's like they used juju or voodoo. I don't know the one you're gonna understand, or magic, or they did magic on me, and then I became a fool. I don't know what I was doing. The other guy just entered and said, he's from Cameroon, he speaks French. I don't know how they said this, all these scammers. My goodness, I can't believe I encountered them. I have to give this guy 70,000 naira. I dashed 70,000 naira to someone I don't know, and I keep on giving. I got myself after I've given them everything I had. And when I got home, I told my mom I was robbed. And before this thing happened, I have a friend who told me to be careful, that these people might be scammers. But I was like, oh, never worry, this and that, they are nice. Man, I was scammed. But to God be the glory, I came out with my life. So at a point I became broke. I don't have money to go back home. The person who gave me money was a friend. He gave me not his last cash. He doesn't have enough money with him, but he gave me like half of his money. So he said I should take this one home, then he's gonna walk to the bus station so that he can take the next bus home. This is how God is bringing people to me. Yo. So when I got home, I told my mom I was robbed at a gunpoint. And my mom went to church and started giving thanksgiving to God. Only God knew what I did. But it was later on I told my mom that it was 419 people that scammed me. So guys, after everything, I got my visa. All these things happened within that year, 2013. That guy I met on Facebook also was of help to me. He even stood as my sponsor, because then you need to have at least millions in your account. My parents don't have millions in their account, but this guy had like millions in his account, and he stood as my guarantor and my sponsor. Yeah, it was his account that I used as for sponsorship later, and God be the glory, I got the visa, and then we booked a flight. My mom have to see me off to the airport. We live in Jos, and Lagos by land is 13 hours far. My mom have to take this stress to follow me to Lagos. And while we were traveling, we encountered robbers. Our buses have to wait at a particular, so we have to wait at Lokoja for some hours, and then those people that were coming have to tell us that the road is clear. So while we were waiting, the conductor said that everybody should put their bags and everything in the boot. No one should hold back. And my mom was holding my documents. So they said, madam, carry your bag, go put them for boot. My mother said, see, oga, you see this document, why they hold? Now my life this in day here. This is the first and good opportunity I have seen in my life, and you want me to put it in the boot so that armed robbers can take it? No, I'm holding it because this is my life. Man, I was touched by what my mom said. The way my mom was holding my documents, my visa, everything, as if she's the one traveling. I was really touched, seriously. We were at the airport very, very early. And when we got there, I couldn't travel because they said my ticket is just one way. I'm supposed to have round trip tickets because I'm traveling for the first time, and that is the rule. So my mom was like, why didn't our agent tell us about it so that we can get round trip? And the guy was like, I never knew. I have to, pay another ticket fee at the airport. That is like $400 or $500. We paid them, and then they got me another ticket. My mom was just spending all the money she had just to make sure that I leave, because she had really spent a lot on me. Take me in, everything. Man, it wasn't easy. My mom was in tears. So when I got into the plane, I was so excited, and I was kind of nervous and curious, and I was behaving like a village girl, someone that just entered plane for the first time. I was like, you see me that is on the plane? Oh, thank you. Oh, and when I got to Philippines, Manila International Airport, of course I have to call my mom, but guess what, guys? I forgot my phone on the plane. The security guy at the airport was kind enough to, lend me his phone, and I was able to use it to call my mom and my dad to tell them I've arrived safely, and everybody were happy. Though there was no one waiting for me at the airport because the people I called, their numbers were not going through. Man, someone that is in the city, in the country for the first time, you don't know anywhere, and there's no one waiting for you at the airport. How would you go about? I was able to call one guy at the embassy. We were asked to submit 3 references. So the first number I submitted was the agent's number, the second number was registrar's number, and the third number was a friend to the agent. So the first number I called, which is my registrar, it wasn't going through. The second number was the agent number, it wasn't going through. And then the third one was the friend. He told me to, take a taxi to a terminal called Cubao, that I'll get a bus, Victory Liner or 5-star, to come to the Gupan. This taxi guy that was taking me to the terminal, he asked me, "Ma'am, where are you going to?" I said, "I'm going to the Gupan city, Pangasinan." He said, "Can I take you there? No need for you to go to the terminal." I said, "Yeah, sure. How much are you gonna collect?" He said 17,500 pesos. I was still holding dollars. You understand? And I don't know the exchange rate of that country. I'm still new. I don't know what the money is like. And I'm like, 17,000 pesos. Maybe I think dollar should be, of course, dollar is high. So I told him, "Sir, let's go." The guy was looking at me from the mirror. Well, I did not notice the reason why he was looking at me. I told him to borrow me his phone. Let me call a friend and tell the friend that I'm no more going to the terminal. He gave me his phone, and then I dialed that guy's number that told me to take the taxi to the terminal, and told him that he shouldn't worry, I'm no more going to the terminal anymore. I'm going to use the taxi to the Gupan. And he said, "How much did the taxi guy charge you?" I said 17,500. The way the guy shouted, "Give the guy the phone! Give the guy the phone! Let me speak to him." I'm like, "What happened?" He said, "The guy wants to dupe you. Give him the phone." I said, "Okay." I said, "Sir, my friend wants to speak to you." And then they were talking. He said, I was hearing him shouting on top of his voice, "Take her to the terminal, please, take her to the terminal." And the guy said, "Sir, are you Filipino or American?" He said, "Don't ask me stupid questions. Take her to the terminal." He said, okay. And then he said, "Ma'am, don't worry, I'll take you to the terminal." From the meter, it was 160 pesos. I gave him 160 pesos, and he thanked me and left. And then I went to the bus conductors. I asked them how much to Dagupan City. They said, "Student 280 with your student ID, but without student ID is 360. Then I started, thinking, 17,500. I paid 160, and I'm about to pay 360. God, I didn't even. Jesus, this guy's about to dupe me. Guys, please, this video is already taking long. I'm going to stop here. In my next video, I will tell you guys what happened when I got to Dagupan City. Okay, thank you so much for watching.